Alright folks, gather around. Today we're diving into the thrilling world of stakeholder analysis. Now, I know what you're thinking. Stakeholder analysis sounds boring. But trust me, this is important stuff. Whether you're launching a new product, managing a project, or just trying to survive in the corporate jungle, understanding your stakeholders can be the difference between glorious success and a spectacular faceplant. So buckle up, grab your thinking caps, or a comfortable pillow, I don't judge, and get ready to learn how to navigate the wonderful world of stakeholders. In a nutshell, stakeholder analysis is like taking a head count at a party, but instead of just counting heads, you're figuring out who has the best dance moves, who's most likely to spike the punch, and who you should probably avoid talking politics with. It's about identifying all the people or groups who have a stake in your project or organization, those who are affected by it or can affect it. This includes your employees, customers, investors, suppliers, the community, and even competitors. Why is it important? Because these folks can make or break your project. By understanding their interests, expectations, and potential impact, you can tailor your strategies to win their support and mitigate any potential roadblocks. Sounds like a plan, right? Imagine this, you're launching a fantastic new product, you've poured your heart and soul into it, you're ready for the world to fall in love, but you forgot one tiny detail, consulting your target audience. Turns out they absolutely hate it. Oops, that, my friends, is the danger of skipping stakeholder analysis. You risk alienating your customers, facing backlash from the community, or even losing the support of your own team. It's like trying to bake a cake without a recipe. You might get lucky, but chances are you'll end up with a soggy, inedible mess. Pop quiz hotshot. What's the worst thing that could happen if you ignore your stakeholders? Hint, it involves a lot of angry emails and possibly pitchforks. The first step to stakeholder analysis is like rounding up suspects in a detective movie. You need to identify everyone who might have a connection to your project. Start by asking yourself, who will be directly affected by this project or decision? Who has the power to influence the project's success or failure? Who might be interested in the project's outcome, even if they're not directly involved? Quick activity. Grab a piece of paper and jot down all the potential stakeholders for a project you're working on. Don't overthink it, just get those ideas flowing. Section 5. Mapping the territory, the power interest grid. Now that you've identified your stakeholders, it's time to figure out who's who in the zoo. This is where the power interest grid comes in handy. It's a simple but powerful tool that helps you categorize stakeholders based on their level of interest in your project and their power to influence it. Interactive fun time. Think about a recent project you were involved in. Try placing the stakeholders you identified earlier onto the power interest grid. This will give you a clearer picture of who you need to focus your efforts on. Section 6. Keeping everyone happy. Strategies for stakeholder management. Managing stakeholders is like juggling flaming torches while riding a unicycle on a tightrope. It requires finesse, balance, and a healthy dose of humor. Different stakeholders require different approaches. High power, high interest. These are your VIPs. Keep them engaged and involved. High power, low interest. Keep them satisfied but don't bog them down with details. Low power, high interest. Keep them informed and provide opportunities for input. Low power, low interest. Monitor them, but don't expend too much energy on them. Scenario time. Imagine you're managing a project to build a new park. How would you approach each of the following stakeholders? The local council, the residents association, a nearby school, and a group of environmental activists. Section 7. Stakeholder analysis hacks. Tips from the trenches. Ready for some insider secrets to stakeholder analysis success? Here are a few tips from the trenches. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Enlist the help of colleagues, mentors, or even stakeholders themselves to identify and analyze your stakeholders. Keep your ear to the ground. Stay informed about any changes or developments that might impact your stakeholders or their interests. Be prepared to adapt. Stakeholder analysis is not a one-time activity. It's an ongoing process that requires flexibility and responsiveness. Remember, stakeholder analysis is not about manipulating people or playing politics. It's about building strong, mutually beneficial relationships that contribute to the success of your project and your organization. Section 8. Time to go forth and analyze. Congratulations. You've reached the end of our whirlwind tour of stakeholder analysis. You're now equipped with the knowledge and tools to identify, analyze, and manage your stakeholders like a pro. Remember, effective stakeholder management is crucial for project success and building a sustainable future for your organization. Now go forth and analyze those stakeholders. Section 9, want to learn more? This is just the tip of the iceberg, my friends. There's a whole universe of stakeholder analysis resources out there, from books and articles to templates and tools. For further reading, check out the Project Management Institute's PMI resources on stakeholder management. For practical tools, explore online stakeholder mapping templates and software. Don't be a stranger. Share your stakeholder analysis experiences, challenges, and triumphs in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and build a more collaborative and successful future together.